the processes in human body? Others speak with you. What about y'all? Have you all done? Okay, so now let's move into this unit, okay? So I've combined the grade 11, okay, grade 11, unit 6, because in unit 6 we have 5 units, five systems, okay, the digestive system, respiratory system, and then we have the circulatory system, and then coordination and homeostasis, and the other one is the urinary system. Okay, so these are the 5 systems in grade 11, and in grade 10 we have one system, okay, under the unit 14, continuity of life. You'll remember that one. Okay, under that we have the reproduction of humans, okay, reproduction of men. So I combined all the 6 processes into one chapter, and I thought of doing this, okay. So basically my plan was like we will be giving you all 4 tudes. So this is the note, okay, this is the like the summary note, and the other one will be the SEQ, the structured essay one. So in the structured essay, I'll be giving the structured essay to it, like at the yeah, after each session I'll be giving. Okay, so you all can try the questions of what we studied on that particular day. And then, like today, you all have no any idea. No, today it's just zero idea. So from the next week, inshallah, I'll be giving like a true or false statement tutor. Okay, like it will consist of 25 questions for each system. So in that, what you all are supposed to do is you all have to like mark the true or false, and you all have to write the reasons as well. So I'll guide you all to do that also. And the fourth tute is the MCQ tute. So in the MCQ tute, you all have 25 MCQs again for each system, and you all have to try out those questions as a homework. And from the next class, I'll be discussing that tute as well. Okay, so after completing each system, I'll be discussing all these tutes as well, inshallah. And then, yeah, at the end of this lesson, okay, after completing all these 6 systems, I'll be giving you all like a full complete paper. It will be having like around 100 MCQs, and then 6 structured essay questions, and then 6 essays, okay, covering every single point in the systems. So that would be like a final revision booklet for all the systems. So that's our plan. So let's move into the digestive system. Okay, so this is the first system we are going to study. So the first main thing is digestion of food. So we are consuming different types of food. So we are consuming different types of food in our day-to-day life. So it might be carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and then we have nucleic acids. We did this in grade 10, right? Grade 10, unit 1. Okay, so there are different foods we are consuming every day. But still, these foods are not completely soluble in water. These foods are what? These foods are not completely soluble in water. So we have to somehow all digest these things, and our body cells should also uptake all the nutrition from these foods. But what's the matter? These are so big, and we can't put it inside our digestive system. So these foods have to be smashed, and then they should be grind, and they should be made small enough to absorb inside our cells. So what we do is the digestion, okay? In the digestion of human, okay, in the digestion of human mainly, what we do is we are breaking all these complex organic compounds. There are these complex organic compounds now. So we are making all these complex organic compounds. What are these complex organic compounds? We have the carbohydrate. Let's say we have these complex organic compounds. We are converting all these complex organic compounds into simple organic compounds. Okay. Organic compounds means what? What is organic compounds? Give me the answer. What are organic compounds? What are organic compounds? This is also grade 10, unit 1. What do you all mean by organic compounds? Very good. Organic compounds are very good. Compounds that contain carbon. So any compound that contain carbon are called as organic compounds. But still we have some exceptions, right? Carbon monoxide and stuff, bicarbonates, all those things are having carbon, but still they are inorganic. So those are the things which comes under unit 1 grade 10. Okay, so organic compounds are what? These organic compounds have carbon. Okay, these organic compounds have carbon. So in digestion, what is happening? All these complex organic compounds are converted into what? Converted into simple organic products. Okay, why is it getting converted? Because our body cells have to absorb all these nutrition. Therefore, all these complex organic compounds are getting converted into what? Simple organic compounds. Why is it? Because it has to be absorbed in the human body. So whenever you write a definition, you all have to ask certain questions. Why is it? What is it? And where does it happen? Okay, ask those WH questions for a definition. So what is the matter in this digestion? It is converting what? Complex organic compounds into what? Simple organic compounds. Okay, simple organic products. Why is it doing so? Because it has to be absorbed into our human body. So this is the definition, because usually they will ask definition for grade 11s. So you all better to remember this definition. So let's say it once again. Like you all don't unmute, just say at home, okay? So digestion means what? The process by which complex organic compounds are converted into simple organic products. Why is it happening? To be absorbed to the human body. So this is what is called as digestion of food. So this food digestion can take place in two main methods. Okay, this digestion will be taking place in two main methods. One is the mechanical process. One is what? It is the mechanical process. And the other one is the chemical process. Okay, we have the mechanical process and the chemical process. Mechanical means we are using our any physical part of the body. Okay, any physical like part. It means like maybe the teeth, maybe the stomach, or whatever it is, like the physical organs. And we are like changing the physical nature of the food. We are changing what? We are changing the physical nature of the food. Maybe the shape. Okay, like mainly it's the shape. Okay, because first whenever we put food into our mouth, what is happening? We just smash, we just grind our food, and then what happens? All these large big particles are getting converted into small particles. Okay, this is the change in physical nature, because the large particles has become small particles now, and the size of the particles has reduced. So this is the physical change. So in a mechanical process, the main thing that happens is what? The nature of the food is altered physically. The nature of the food is altered what? Physically. So what are the examples? Breaking down a food into small pieces by teeth inside the mouth. So teeth are like the knives, right? Okay, all these will do different like there are different methods of grinding the food and smashing the food and stuff. Okay, so all these teeth will change the nature of the food physically. So we call this as mechanical process. And the second process is the chemical process. Okay, chemical means from the term itself we can identify what? Chemical means it is using a certain chemical. So again, in unit 1, grade 10, we have studied about enzymes, right? So enzymes are what? Enzymes are specialized. Complete the sentence. Enzymes are specialized. Specialized what? They are special type of. What are enzymes? Enzymes are special type of. Come on. Ah, very good. They are what? Special type of protein. So enzymes are special type of proteins. So in like science, mainly in bio, we are considering these enzymes as a type of chemicals. Okay, so these chemicals, these enzymes are mainly like converting the insoluble complex compounds into, okay, insoluble complex compound into simple molecules. The function of both mechanical process and chemical process is the same. What is that? Converting the complex molecules into simple molecules. But in mechanical process, what are we doing? We are changing the physical nature. In chemical process, what are we doing? We are changing the chemical nature. Chemical nature means what? There might be chemical bonds, chemical interactions and stuff. No. So we are changing the chemical nature in chemical process, and we are changing the physical nature in a mechanical process. So for an example, like we will see about the chemical processes that takes place in digestion of human, okay? So you all will, I'll tell that example when we are studying that part. If not, it would be a confusion for you all, okay? So now we are moving into some nutritions. So the main nutritions which require this digestion are carbohydrates, those large particles, okay, the large biomolecules you all might have studied in grade 10. Those are the ones which require what? The digestion. So the carbohydrates, proteins, nucleic acids, and then lipids, all these will require what? Digestion. But there are certain nutritions. Let's say we have our vitamins, the minerals, and then the glucose, galactose. What are those? Are they monosaccharide, disaccharide, or polysaccharide? Tell me. Glucose, galactose, and fructose. What are they? Very good. So monosaccharide means, what is that? It is the basic unit of carbohydrate. It is the basic unit of carbohydrates. If it is the basic unit of carbohydrate, it doesn't require to be digested, right? It doesn't. It cannot be broken down further. So if it cannot be broken down further, we cannot digest it. Okay, like we don't require a process to digest that. It can be like normally, automatically it will be digested. So there are certain nutritions that doesn't require digestion. Digestion means what? It is not the absorbing thing, okay? It is the conversion of conversion of complex organic molecules into simple ones. It's not the absorption. You all have to remember those two terms. Digestion is converting the complex organic compounds into simple ones. It's not the absorption thing. Okay, so there are certain nutritions that require that doesn't require what is that? Digestion. So we have the mineral salts. Okay, there are mineral salts. Mineral salts can be like potassium chloride, and then we have the ammonium ions and stuff. All these are like salts. Okay, if an acid and base if acid and base joins together, they can form a salt. Okay, and then we have some vitamins, not all the vitamins, only some vitamins doesn't require digestion. And then we have the glucose, galactose, fructose. All these three are what? All these three are monosaccharides. So these doesn't require digestion. And now we are going to move into the human digestive system. Okay, human digestive system. So human digestive system usually starts from our mouth. Okay, it mainly starts from our mouth and goes till the anus. Okay, this is the like let's see the digestive system next. Okay, so it starts from the mouth and then it is going till the anus. So it is such a long tube. Okay, the whole single tube is like has divided into different parts, and it has like different structures throughout the body. Like that's the like creation of Almighty, right? So that's it about the digestive system. So now we are going to move into the digestive system. So before like looking at the digestive system, I have to say that there are organs and glands. Okay, what? There are organs and glands inside the digestive system. There will be organs and also there will be glands. Okay, glands, I don't know whether you all have done this earlier. Glands are something which secrete hormones. Okay, hormones, enzymes and stuffs are there. No? So glands are the ones which mainly secrete all these hormones and then these enzymes and stuff. So there are three main glands in digestive system. the salivary gland, pancreas, and the liver. Okay, the salivary gland, pancreas, and the liver. These are the three main glands present in the digestive system, and rest of the others, anything that you will study under this digestive system will fall into the organs. Okay, these are the only glands: the salivary glands, the pancreas, and then the liver. And there are different enzymes, there are different hormones that are secreted by all these three glands. Okay, I'll tell you all that later. And there are some functions. Okay, there are functions which are taking place in digestive system. So we have studied what is digestion, and the things that can be digested and the things that cannot be digested. And now we are moving for the what? The functions of the digestive system. So like from the term itself, we can understand the main function of digestive system is what? Food digestion. It is just digesting the food, right? So this is the first main function, food digestion. And then if the food is digested, this should be absorbed into the our body, no? So for that, what should happen? The absorption also should happen. So food digestion and then absorption. Okay, let's say I have eaten like 100 kilograms, no, 10 kilograms of, like, we already like, no, I'll take a plate. Okay, we have a plate of food. Okay, we have a plate of food. And also now I have rice, and then I have chicken, and then different like vegetables are there, all these stuffs are there. Let's say if I eat everything, will I be able to digest everything? No, right? I won't be able to digest everything. If I digest everything, there is no way of removing our fecal matter, right? We won't have any feces to removed. So yeah, of course we will become fat, no? So we don't digest everything. Only the required things will be digested. And even in the digested part, only the required ones will be absorbed into our body. Okay, only the required amount will be absorbed into our body. And there are some parts, no, the waste things which are not digested. We call this as what? We call these as undigested materials. So this cannot be kept inside our body. Then our body will become a trash can. So we have to remove this out of our body. So this process is also done by whom? By the digestive system. So removal of undigested material is also a function of the human digestive system. So the first one is food digestion. Second one is absorption, because the digested food should be absorbed. If not, there is no any use of digesting all these things. And then the third function is what? There might be undigested food particles. These undigested food particles has to be removed from our body. So these are the three main functions of human digestive system. So let's say together, the first main function is what? Food digestion. Second one is absorption of digested end products. And then the third one is what? Removal of undigested materials. So these are the three major functions of human digestive system. And now let's move into the structure of the human digestive system. So I said, right, the human digestive, there is an arrow missing here. Okay, the human digestive system starts from where? Starts from our mouth. So there will be a cavity inside our mouth. Okay, there will be a cavity inside our mouth. See here, there is a gap, right? There is a hole inside our mouth. If there is a cavity inside the mouth part, we call this as the buccal cavity. Since the cavity is present in our mouth region, we call this as what? The buccal cavity. And when the buccal cavity is moving inside, we will have this salivary gland. I said, right, salivary gland is one of the gland present in our human body. Salivary gland. Okay, salivary gland. This is a gland present in the digestive system. So we have the salivary gland here. Okay, behind our tongue. Okay, behind our tongue, we have the salivary gland. And then now this buccal cavity is moving downward. Okay, this buccal cavity is slowly moving downward. Let's say we have put a food inside this. And now when the food is coming here, we have a place called pharynx. Okay, this you all learn this part as in respiratory system. Okay, we call this as what? pharynx. Okay, we call this as the pharynx. I got. Okay, pharynx. Okay, this pharynx. Okay, this pharynx is like a junction. Okay, this pharynx is like a junction because from the pharynx, this road will be divided into two main sides. Okay, two main sub roads. Okay, two main sub roads. This road will be divided. So remember pharynx as a junction because in pharynx, both our respiratory gases, okay, the gases, the oxygen or else the carbon dioxide and food will meet. And now sometimes there is this choking thing happen, right? Like when we talk and eat, this choking mainly happens when we talk and eat, right? So during this process the main thing is the pharynx is getting divided into two rows now. So the buccal cavity, now we have eaten a food, like let's say we have taken a apple. Okay, this food has to come into our stomach now. So but in between, what do we have in between? We are meeting a junction. Now this apple doesn't know where to go. This apple doesn't know where to go. So when it tries to go to this when it tries to go in this pathway, there is a door. Okay, there is a door like thing. Okay, there will be a door like thing. We call this as the epiglottis. We call this as what? We call this as the epiglottis. Okay, this is usually kept open. Okay, this door is usually open. Okay, this way, this gate is mainly opening the door for the respiratory system. Okay, this epiglottis is opening its door for what system? For the respiratory system. But what happens is, like when the food is coming, like trying to move into this door, this the food is not a respiratory gas, no. So this can quickly identify. May respiratory gas එකක් නෙවෙයි කියලා it will identify. After that, what does it do? It doesn't allow this food to move into this respiratory tract. So it quickly closes. Okay, it will move down and then it will be closing the pathway for the respiratory tract. And then this has only one option. This food has what? It has only one option. Then it will move down through this way. Okay, it can't go in this way means what? It has only one option. So it have to move into this path. Okay, so this epiglottis will mainly prevent what? Entering of the food into respiratory tube. Okay, this is the respiratory tube and this epiglottis is preventing the movement of food into the respiratory tube. Epiglottis, just remember epiglottis as a gate. Okay, it is the opening gate for the respiratory tube and it doesn't want the food to enter into the respiratory tube, therefore it closes, it moves down and closes the way. Okay, that's what happens in the epiglottis part. And then so the food will go through the path called esophagus. Okay, the food will go through a path called what? Esophagus. Okay, it will go through a path called esophagus. This is the digestive tract. Okay, this is the digestive pathway. So then the food will move down through the esophagus and then here it comes to the stomach, the major one. Okay, the like the major part of this digestive system. Okay, so the food will now move into the stomach. And when the food moves into the stomach, again, it have to go down until the anus, the food have to go down. I'll explain each part separately. Okay, now let's just know about each part of this, what is this digestive system. Okay, then after the stomach, it will continue and move into this worm-like structure. Okay, this worm-like thing is the small intestine. Okay, small intestine is this. You all say, right? In Tamil, we call this as kodal. Okay, so during this Hajj festival and stuff, we eat this no of cows, not humans. Okay, so the small intestine is the that caudal thing. Okay, we used to eat, and then the small intestine will be joining with the large intestine. Okay, this is somewhat fat. Okay, this is somewhat fatter than this small intestine. So small intestine will then join with the large intestine. The small intestine will join the large intestine at a point called cecum. Okay, at a point called what? Cecum. And this cecum has this small finger-like projection. Okay, this is a finger-like projection. We call this as appendix. People used to get appendix, right? So this the swallowing of this part will only result in appendix. Okay, so this is the appendix. So the cecum will then continue and then it will come towards the what? The rectum. Okay, the food will go in this pathway. Okay, the food will go throughout this pathway and then it will finally reach what? Finally reach the rectum. And then it will finally, after reaching the rectum, it has to be released out, the waste products. So all the waste products will be released out through the anus. Okay, all the waste products will be released out through the anus. So these are the parts of what? Parts of the digestive system. So now we have the like a subpart. Okay, we call this as the liver and the gallbladder. We studied, right? The liver is a gland. Liver is a specialized gland present in this digestive system. And also the pancreas. This leaf-like thing, okay, this leaf-like thing which is present below the stomach is known as the pancreas. Remember these three parts. These are the three main glands: the salivary glands, pancreas, and then the liver. And now we have the gallbladder. They call as pittam or something, I guess. Okay, so that green color part in cow, that cow, I think chicken, I guess. I don't know even. Okay, so that green color part, okay. Anyways, that green color part, okay, that is the gallbladder. This is present in the liver. Okay, so these are the main parts of the human digestive system. So, is it clear? Did you all understood? Or you all have any doubts? Okay, so if I give y'all a digestive system, will y'all be able to mark it by the end of the session or during the Adan break? I'll give y'all, okay? Try to mark that as well. So now let's move to each part of this digestive system, okay? Each part of this digestive system. So the first one is whom? The mouth, right? The mouth. We call this as what? The buccal. This is the order, okay? This is the order how the food is moving. It is moving from, like, this is what I said. Mouth cavity and then salivary glands and then epiglottis. We'll see that slowly, okay? We did this now once. Now we'll move to the buccal cavity. We have what? We have the buccal cavity. The mouth part is called the buccal cavity. So in buccal cavity, okay, yeah. In buccal cavity, we have the what? We have the mouth. Okay, the mouth is opening the into the buccal cavity. So this is the whole buccal cavity. Okay, this will be the whole buccal cavity. So this buccal cavity is surrounded by whom? Surrounded by the muscular lips. Everybody has lips, no? So this buccal cavity is mainly surrounded by the lips. At the bottom and also at the top, we will be having the lips. Okay, we are having the lips at the bottom and then at the top we are having this lipstick. Okay. Okay, we have the lips on both the upper and lower parts. And then this buccal cavity is mainly made up of lower jaw and then upper jaw. We have the lower jaw here. Sorry, this is the upper jaw. Sorry, this is the upper jaw. And then we have what? We have the lower jaw. Okay, now open your mouth and see whether you all can move the upper jaw. Just try and see which jaw you all can move, the upper one or the lower one. Try that and see. Which jaw is movable? Is the upper one or the lower one? Which jaw is movable?